everyone, welcome back. I'm Katie, and today we are going to be talking about the October Journey Through the Bible Readathon. So I started this readathon last year. Last year was the first year. I loved it so much. It was so much fun. So before we get into all the details, I did put up a poll last week, and so far I can say with most confidence that the buddy read is going to be can't feel around for it. Where are you? There it is. Pearl in the Sand by Tessa Afshar. So by the way, this cover is gorgeous. I think this is like the 10th anniversary edition. But this is a biblical retelling on Rahab. And so if you don't know, Rahab was during Joshua's time, and she was on the wall of Jericho where Joshua goes in, or his spies go in and say they need help to escape. So she helps them, and in return she asks if their God will protect her and her family. So they say yes, just hang a crimson cord in the window and you will be protected. So I'm really excited to read it. I have not read it yet. I have read a few Tessa Afshar books, but I have not read this one. So I'm very, very excited that's going to be picked for the readathon. I do already have this in one of the prompts for this year. So I already picked it for a prompt, so that's good. All right, so without further ado, if you have not seen this video, you're new to my channel. A lot of you are. So this is a month-long readathon from October 1st to October 31st, or whatever the end of October is. But it is a Christian fiction readathon. You don't have to read Christian fiction if you don't have any available to you, or if you just want to use other books as well as Christian fiction. Because this is technically labeled as a Christian fiction readathon, I will be using all Christian fiction, but you don't have to. So I have my fun Journey Through the Bible map here. Don't pay attention to the white line. I don't know what my printer is doing, but I will leave the graphics down below in the description box so you can print them out or just save them to your phone and mark off the ones that you do. So if you read one book for this readathon, you are good to go. Honestly, if you read one, then that's amazing and you did awesome. But I am going to, I always make it a goal to fill this entire board every October, but last year, actually I think we did pretty good, but I'm not going to force myself. The goal though is to do one prompt from every category, because you're creating a journey through the Bible. So there are different categories on where are you going, so you can pick a destination on where you're going. The next one is who are you going to meet on your travels. So you can pick one person to meet, you can pick 3 people to meet, combination of things. The next one is witness an event, so you'll witness an event in the Bible. Next prompt is something has happened, so something dangerous has happened to you. And then the last prompt is how do you escape? And of course the only choice is pray and Jesus will help you through it. So those are the categories. I will go through all the prompts in this video. Next video, we're going to go through my TBR. On Thursday, I'm going to share with you all the books that I'm really excited to talk about with you. Probably book recommendations, and I'll do my TBR at the end of the month. That sounds good. Or closer to the end of the month. But yes, so I'm really excited. So the first category is where are you going? So the first one can be Egypt, a book with a hot setting. So for that one, you can use the buddy read for a hot setting, because obviously, this is in Jericho. It's got to be hot there. Hopefully, I've never been there, but. Next one is Nineveh. So for Nineveh, read a second chance romance. So Nineveh gets a second chance at giving their sins to God and being forgiven. So that's kind of where the second chance comes from, second chance romance. I try to create the prompts that go with the things we're doing, so I think it'll be fun. The next one is Babylon, recent purchase. I was like, why did I pick recent purchase for this? That's why. Babylon was a well-known trading route during those times, a trading city. So that's why I picked most recent purchase. It doesn't have to be a purchase if you don't purchase books anymore. It can be a Kindle book you purchased, a Kindle Unlimited book. It can be a new library book that you just got. It doesn't have to be technically recently purchased, because I haven't bought a book since May, I think. So yeah, or recently, I was gonna say recently gifted, but that's another one, kind of. Okay, and then the last book you can visit is the Jordan River. And for that, the prompt is character that moves to a new place. So the Jordan River was kind of the split between different countries, and people would go over to move to a different country. So that's why that prompt is character that moves to a new place. So just, it could be a new small town, it could be a city, just any place that a character moves to. All right, the next categories are who are you going to meet on your travels. So the first one is Mary, and it's Mary and Martha, because I have both of them, Mary and Martha, the sisters. So Mary's prompt is listen to an audiobook, because Mary sat at the feet of Jesus and listened to him as he was telling stories. So that works out perfectly. You can sit and listen to an audiobook. So the next one is Martha, and that one is a book with a party or holiday, because Martha, she is the one who sets up the event when Jesus and his disciples come to visit. So she's the one who gets the party going and gets all the food prepared and stuff. So a party or holiday in the book. Next one is Moses. And for this one, we're going to be choosing a dual timeline book. And as I said again, you don't have to do them all. You don't have to do them all. Even if you do one, you're great. Also, if you want to share this on Instagram, share your choices. I would love to see what you read and stuff. Use the hashtag Journey Through the Bible or Journey Through the Bible Readathon. I'll find either one. 2023. Journey Through the Bible 2023. And I want to see all the posts. All right, so, or tag me, either way. Anyway, it's Moses, dual timeline, because we're talking about Moses when he's kind of a baby, and then we see him further down the road very quickly to when he's kind of older, he's growing up in the palace, and then even more farther when he's older, and we see him rescuing the Jews from Egypt. So dual timeline, or multiple timelines if you want more than two. Okay, the next one is King David, a character that plays a musical instrument. Or it could even be a book that's about music, or has like music in the title or something. Just anything that really has to do with music, because King David was known to play the harp and play musical instruments. So that works out great for him. Next one is Rebekah. And for this one, you're going to pick jewelry on the cover, because when she was proposed to her, or when the man came to say, hey, I have a relative of yours who wants to marry you, and he gave her jewelry. So jewelry on the cover. Does that work for this one? Well, I was going to say pearl could be jewelry. I guess you could fit that. I'll allow it. All right, so next one is Jacob and Esau. So they were enemies, and then they kind of mellowed out over the years, and they kind of formed an alliance, so to speak, later on in their lives. So for that one, the prompt is enemies to more. So this can be enemies to love, it can be enemies to friendship, just enemies to more. So it can be anything that goes along those lines. Next one is Samson, and this one's pretty easy. Samson is a character that has long hair. So if they mention the character has long hair, or there's a character on the front of the book that has long hair, that works out fine. It's simple, easy, to the point, because Samson had long hair, and that's where he got his strength from. So yeah, that works out good. All right, then we go to witness an event. The first one is Jesus is baptized. And for that one, read a book with light on the cover. So it could be the sun, it can be the moon if the moon's on there, because it does create light. It could be just light around a character. Because honestly, I just think like when Jesus was baptized, when the dove came down, they're like, I don't know, it just seems like a holy light would have shined down upon. So I was going to say there is a light on here. So the buddy read would work for that one again. I'm giving you ideas in case you wanted to squeeze our buddy read into one of the prompts. So that one would work for that. Next one is Sermon on the Mount. So read a book of the Bible. That's simple. I can't give you a recommendation for that. You can read whatever book of the Bible you want to. So I don't know what I'll read. I'll have to figure it out. Probably one off of my 30 books I want to read. Because I had 30 books of the Bible I wanted to read in a year. So I'll probably pick one of those. Maybe Luke. I'm not sure. All right, the next one is the 10 Commandments. So read a gifted book, because the 10 Commandments were gifted to Moses and the people from God to say, hey, here's a gift. Here's to help you along and give you a direction. So a gifted book. Next one is The Last Supper. So this one's super easy. Food or drink on the cover. That's it. It can be anything. Honestly, I would even accept water on the cover because, I mean, you drink water out of rivers and stuff like that. So I would absolutely go ahead and accept water on the cover. All right, the next one is Parting of the Red Sea. Now, this one was fun. I'm sorry, I just had to do this. The prompt is a book that lays flat. I don't know why that came to me. I think God was like, this is like so fun. But I mean, just the parting of the Red Seas, how they've just perfectly folded. Just a book that lays flat. Like, I don't know if this one will. No, that one, no, it looks like, well, I was gonna say I don't have a flat surface here. But just something that lays flat and doesn't like close up on you. That's what I meant. So try to find an easier one to show you guys what I mean by lays flat. This one really doesn't either. No, that one wants to close. But yeah, if you can find a book that lays flat on a table or even in your hand, it doesn't want to close, that's a book that lays flat. So that could be anything as long as it does that. If you're, I was going to say, that might be hard for ebook readers or audiobook readers. Trying to give you guys a like optional thing to do that. A book that lays flat, or you can always go to the library and look, but well, honestly, you know what? Any Kindle book would work for that because technically your Kindle lays flat on your lap. I will accept that, especially if your Kindle reader has a cover, or your phone does or whatever. So I'll count it. Any Kindle book would come for that because it technically lays flat while you're reading it. So I'll count it. I don't know why I thought so much about that. Okay. Anyways, next prompt is Plagues of Egypt. Oh no, we're going to witness that. That should have been like, well, that's kind of part of something that's happened too, but you're witnessing the Plagues of Egypt. So for that one, book that's part of a series. Anything. First book, second book, third book, 10th book. Any book in a series, because there were multiple plagues. There are multiple books in a series, so pick one to read. It doesn't have to be the whole series. I'm not going to do that to you. Just read a book in a series. And then the last witness and event is the handwriting on the wall, when God handwrites on the wall. And for that one, this one's easy. It can be any book. It's just read a book and write a review. So you don't need Goodreads or Instagram. If you have Goodreads or Instagram, that's great. Do a review. Tag me if you want to. But you can write to a friend. Just say, hey, this book is great. Check it out. Just spread the word and write a review on a book. So read a book, like read a book. Honestly, you could probably combine that with another prompt if you wanted to. Yeah, and then write a review about it. All right, and then something has happened. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so these are things that could happen to you on your journeys. So the first one is tempted to eat the forbidden fruit. Yeah, you don't want to do that, but you're very tempted. So for that one, a book with a villainous character. So this can be a side character. This can be a minor character, major character, main character, whatever you want. So just as long as it has a villainous character. Fairy tale retellings would be really great for that, I'm sure. But just a character that is villainous. So next one is Fight a Giant. Read a book over 400 pages. Now, I didn't do over 500 pages because honestly, there aren't that many Christian books out there that are over 500. There's quite a few over 400, but not over 500. I don't think our buddy read is. If maybe a different maybe, hold on. It's 394. So close. A different edition of that might have over 400. But just any book with over 400 pages. So I'm sure I actually do probably have one picked out for that already. But yeah, so that one's super simple. I did not make it over 500 because obviously, I mean, if you can name a Christian book that's over 500, maybe some of Francine Rivers, but other than that, not that many. Okay, the next one is Frogs in the House. So this one kind of goes along with the Plagues of Egypt. So you have frogs in the house, lots of them. And for that one, you're going to hop to it. Sorry with the pun. Read a book that has been on your TBR a while. So hop to it and read that book that's been on your TBR a while. If it's been on your Amazon list for a while, or just a book that you've seen around that you wanted to pick up a long time ago and you just haven't gotten to it. So hop to it and read the book. All right, and then the last one is exiled. You become exiled. So for that one, read an indie published book, because I don't know, I just felt like this kind of went with it, because exiled, you're alone, on your own, and I just feel like indie published people need more love. They're kind of alone out there. They need more love. They really do. So give an indie published author some love. So that is the last prompt for Something Has Happened. And then the last one, which is how do you escape? Pray and Jesus will help you. And for that one, it's the same as last year. Last year's was Reader's Choice, which is the same because you choose Jesus. So Reader's Choice, you get to choose your book. So those are all the prompts. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. I will be happy to answer anything that you have. I think that's everything. Share what you're planning on reading. Maybe not in this video unless you already know, but like in my TBR video, or book recommendations. If you have book recommendations for these prompts, feel free. As I said, use hashtag Journey Through the Bible 2023 or Journey Through the Bible Readathon 2023. Either one would work. And I'm just really excited because it's going to be so much fun. This graphic is also in black and white. I will put those in the description box down below, as well as the comments. I'll try to remember. That way, if you don't have a colored printer, you can print out the black and white one. So I think it's going to be so much fun because honestly, this is my favorite readathon. I just love journeying through the Bible and having so much fun. And I think honestly, next year, I think I might go like just that much more and make it even more fun. So I'm going to come up with even more ideas, but this year it's already going to be fun. I hope you're excited. Let me know if you're excited down below in the comments. I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.